If you've ever been asked, what genre of music do you write? What style of music do you write? You have had no idea how to answer that question, then this video is for you. The dilemma to label the songs that you're writing, put them in a very specific genre. I'm going to offer a different way to think about things in this video so that you can get on with writing the songs. But before we get into it, hello, I'm Rosie. I'm a music artist, a music producer. I'm also the founder and tutor at Radical Songwriting Academy. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to help songwriters just like you find themselves, find their musical identity, and really dig in to write your own unique, original brand of music. Your voice, your opinions, how you see the world. We've got so much to offer. So if that sounds like you, you're in the right place. Welcome. I am going to get into the video now. There is an incredible amount of genres. Like, it's unreal, actually. Do you know there's a genre called goblincore? Seriously, it's actually a lot nicer sounding than it sounds like it would be. It could be really impossible as a songwriter to listen to your own music and label it. I think it's a skill that definitely can be built, but the majority of us still struggle.
Is it pop? Is it rock? Is it folk? Is it pop rock folk? Is it goblincore? I don't know.
And having a blank space where those genres should be can make us feel like maybe our music won't be understood, that we won't be able to find an audience for our music, we'll be rejected by the industry and we won't find success. But I'm here today to let you know you can actually just chill out a little bit when it comes to deciding on your genre. I believe that obsessing over your genre or your style before you have really done the legwork to develop as a music artist is quite risky. Boxing yourself into a genre too soon can really limit your creativity. See you losing connection to your songwriting, conforming instead of experimenting with your music, missing out on opportunities to connect with fans because they want to connect with you as an artist, not necessarily with goblincore, the genre.
Is it goblincore? I don't know.
And all of this can contribute to stifling your creative development, your songwriting, your music artistry. And look, when the whole reason that most of us started writing songs was to express ourselves, then we don't really want to be putting anything in the way of allowing that to continue to happen. So here's my way to approach genre, which means you're still able to write completely authentically, self-expression, which, look, that's a necessity, honesty, authenticity as an artist. People can smell it a mile off when you're trying to fit into a shape that you're not. Also, eventually find the words to explain the sound of our music. So this is how I approach it. I'm going to sound like every single teacher you've ever had, but I'm sorry, this is the truth. You need to practice and practice often. It's making sure that whilst you're doing it, you're open, that you're accepting, and that you're not judging what's coming out. That is a long-term, lifetime of work to be able to make music and not judge it as it's coming out. I see people change and shift out of constantly judging the work that they're making, don't know what it means, don't know where to put it, don't know what it's meant to sound like, have no clue what the genre is, to fully accepting the self-expression that's coming out in that moment as who they are. As who they are as an artist, and knowing that that experimentation is going to lead somewhere, which is where we're going to next. Practically speaking, this looks like experimenting a lot with your music, so actively writing in different genres on purpose as an exercise to experiment. It looks like collaborating with other people who will always bring new things into your world. But the most important thing, it looks like you accepting and being curious about the songs that you're writing instead of judging them, labeling them, and trying to place them far too soon. Not shooting down ideas, actually finishing your songs. I am going to do my job and finish the song. And it also looks like you really accepting the weird songs, the weird stuff that comes out, the random stuff, and to appreciate, like, this is just another part. It's just another part of the process. So why is it important to genre that we just practice a lot and that we accept what we write? Rosie, what is the point? You're going to allow your artistic identity to grow, to develop, to show up, and to speak back to you. When you think about a really skilled piano player or violin player, you're aware that they must have spent many, many hours working on their craft, doing scales, arpeggios, doing all the technical stuff that you need to do to be a good musician. The same goes for songwriting. There are exercises, tools, techniques, all to help you not just be good at writing songs, but develop your artistry. That's why I love songwriting so much, because I feel like as a songwriter, I not only get to practice musicianship, I get to be a vocalist, I get to be a piano player, but I also get to be an artist, a music artist that has this wonderful format to express myself. I've got words, I've got melodies, I've got harmony, I've got structure. But for me to be able to put all of those elements together in a way that feels good to me and sounds like me and is something I want to share with the world, I've got to do it often. And when I do it often, those elements all start to come together in a very unique and special way that only I can do. Even if it sounds similar to other people, even if it is in the very mainstream genre, I'm the only one that can write that particular song the way that I wrote it in that moment. If I was too busy thinking about all those elements of songwriting and how can I make them come together so that my song is this genre only, I'm placing constraints on top of that development of me as an artist way before I've really got something solid. So if I make sure my only job when I show up is to be honest, open, free and creative, then I'm going to develop a unique style over time, explore the music that I write until it feels like me. As showing up and doing this is going to allow you to gain trust in your own voice, in your own style and in your own writing. That, in my opinion, is way more important than knowing what genre you're writing in. Understanding your value system, understanding your message, understanding your vision of the world and how you would like to impact that with your music, that is way more important to me as a listener than knowing what genre you write in. That it's way more important that you as an artist are showing up authentically as you than it is the genre of music you're writing in. That your genre is secondary to your artistic identity. When it comes to marketing your music, when it comes to thinking about genre and really needing to decide, okay, how will I explain this sound in words to other people? Knowing your genre is a sidecar to knowing what you stand for as an artist, what your message is as an artist, what your story is as an artist. I want us to feel like the work that we are spending this time doing is truly representative of us. Because at the end of the day, we're here on this planet together. We're expressing ourselves, we're sharing ideas and opinions, we're trying to connect with each other. And to me, that will always be the most important thing. So here's what we do next. We've got our frequent songwriting routine down. We're writing songs often, we're finishing lots of songs. We are then making sure that we're showing up and we're being open and authentic and free. And then after that, we're starting to feel like our artistic identity is coming together. We're starting to really see how the way I see the world and the music that I make intersects and all connects with itself. Great. So what happens next is you will start to stylistically see patterns emerge in your music. You've got to write a lot and then let it talk to you. So if you've not been writing a lot of songs and you're really new to this game, these sound weird. I don't know where to put them. Like, really don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at this stage. Keep writing and keep writing. As you become a better songwriter through all this practice, you'll make way more conscious decisions and rely less on inspiration. You're going to rely less on, just waiting for something to come to you, and you're going to generate those ideas. And when you get to that stage, that's a really good indicator that your artistry is developing and you're really starting to understand what your taste is as a songwriter. You will see these patterns in your music just naturally evolve, and those patterns, some of them will be genres. Many times a songwriter coming to me saying, I don't know what genre this is, and I'll listen to it and I'll be like, I know exactly what genre that is. Which brings me to a top tip. Send a collection of your songs to trusted listeners, trusted friends, trusted fans, and just ask them, what genre do you think this is in? What does this remind you of? Essentially what I'm saying is you need to find the genre that matches your music. Don't try and fit yourself into a box. Eventually, you will find the genre that fits your music, and really that's how it should be. Genres are constructs. Genres are created, in my opinion, most of the time they cause more problems than they solve. They are just there to help you express what kind of music you're writing through words. My kind of final thoughts on all of this are: focus on expressing your true self. rather than conforming to something external. Authenticity really will always keep you right. Exploring your artistic and musical identity is just as important as knowing what genre you're writing in. All of this will fall into place. I really do promise you that if you are sticking to the reason that you started, you're following your intuition and you're enjoying the work, you're enjoying writing these songs. Don't be scared to experiment a little bit. Don't be scared to take a little risk here and there. You're an artist. This is art. This is not science, even though experimenting is a huge part of science. So think about it like a scientist, but also an artist. Confusing, I know. But really what I'm saying is we're not bound by rules. When we move our music from the songwriting room, the bedroom, the studio, out into the big world where we have to market it and brand it and label it and commercialize it, lots of things get lost. I am interested really only in the creation of the music, the artistry. That is what I've dedicated my full-time job to. That is what wakes me up. That's what gets me going. That's what I'm interested in. If that's you, then maybe this channel's for you. Please do subscribe and leave me a comment below. Has genre been an issue for you? Have you worried about it? Have you panicked about it? Have you been in that moment where someone's asked you what genre your music is and you have not known what to say? If so, I hope this video has really given you another perspective and maybe relieved a little bit of that slight pressure that we can feel. And maybe now when it comes to that question, what style of music do you write in? If someone asks you that, instead of panicking, you might be able to say, well, at the moment I'm actually really experimenting and I'm just developing as an artist, but this is what my music is about. And that is a great conversation to have with anybody. If you enjoyed this video, then you might like this one right here, which is all about taking creative risks. And I also go a little bit more into my fears around my music making, that's very normal, and we're all doing something that is pretty blooming scary, but we're drawn to it. We need it in our lives. Music is life, art is life. I absolutely love doing this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Cheerio. Bye.